Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting.
Here we go.
Duncan with it. Here's Wembanyama. They get a hand on it. Out to Duncan. This one for three. Drills the three-pointer.
It's rare that you see this from Duncan, so you know he had to really like the shot.
Back to Olajuwon. Here's Smith. Duncan with the block. And George, here we go.
You gotta love the penetration by Paul George. He's really quick on his feet, and the defense cannot handle him right now.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And George drops them both.
You want to contest this guy's shot, but you absolutely don't want to send him to the line. He will make you pay.
Here's Olajuwon. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
And that's just too deep. Olajuwon with way too many moves in there, almost automatic.
And it's sent back by Mutombo. Pass to Irving. To the paint. It's stolen by Duncan. Butler with the ball. He's picked up by Kidd. Here's George. That's good, and a nice assist from Durant.
The defense must push Paul George further out. This guy's so adept at finding ways to score inside.
Back to Irving. 6 to shoot. Picked by Olajuwon. Here's Kidd. And the basket by Olajuwon.
Such a graceful player. Hakeem is light off the ground there for that rebound, and then the skill to send that one home.
Wembanyama left side. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
I'm not sure what he was thinking exactly, but he finds a way to convert.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
And the basket by Mutombo.
And this team encourages Mutombo to take those shots, knowing how efficient he can be inside.
Here's Wembanyama. Off on the layup. Las Vegas trails by 3. Pass to Olajuwon. Out to Smith. Mutombo with the ball. Outside Kidd. Butler with the steal. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Smith. Mutombo. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And that is why they call him Mount Mutombo, chiseled like a rock.
Duncan outside. Wembanyama outside. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
And I like when Wembanyama is aggressive on offense because defenses feel helpless to stop it.
Here's Kidd. And Kidd with the stuff.
Oh, Kev, he put some anger behind that one.
You're telling me. Back to Butler. Outside, KD. A three-pointer is right on target.
Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Now Kidd. And that basket is going to count. Goaltending, the official call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Here's Duncan. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. The Chicago Bulls, they're up by 2. And
the away team, 12.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
They just came into this game with the mindset of sharing the basketball.
When you keep everyone involved at the offensive end, it keeps everyone engaged in other areas as well.
Victor Wembanyama using the sweet touch.
And boy, Wembanyama has every shot in the bag. How about the touch there? A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Outside Turner. The screen from Kemp. It's Kemp on the wing. And now Anthony pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Here's Bird. On the wing, Bird. Second shot opportunity. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
It's Williams with the drive. And finished off by Williams.
Now, I'll bet even they didn't think the pick would work that well.
No. And they get the major league dunk out of it, too.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Into the lane. Turner for 3. The kick out to Williams. Wembanyama, a screen. Back to Kemp. From deep. Rebounded by Anthony. If you mention the best players in the NBA, Doris, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How has he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Weber outside. Outside Turner. There's the 3. It's rebounded by Las Vegas. Here's Kemp. And it's Kemp slamming it down.
Yeah, once he gets to the rim, it's lights out. Kemp, just too much power and explosiveness.
Weber a screen. Outside Anthony. Back to Weber. Fires the 3. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Weber's got himself on the board with 3 there. And it's Turner finishing it off.
Well, how about the quick feet of Miles Turner? His ability to move around the rim makes it hard to stay in front of him.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Kemp. Second chance shot. And it's Bird with the rebound.
Pressured that shot by getting a hand up just as good as a block.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
Pass to Weber. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander.
3 seconds.
And there's the defensive 3-second call. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
A lights-out scorer who possesses incredible confidence. Anthony is such a skilled and explosive player.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Stolen by Bird.
I always like to hold for the last shot right here.
Well, that's great execution if you can do that, because it takes any chance of momentum away from your opponent.
Outside Turner. Wembanyama, a screen. And it's slammed in by Turner.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. The Chicago Bulls up 5. Time now for the halftime break, with the 3rd quarter soon to follow right here on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Olajuwon, right side. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Olajuwon's got the first bucket of the 3rd here for Las Vegas. Butler goes in.
Well, with that frame and rugged mentality, there is never a moment where Jimmy Butler will shy away from contact.
This is his first free throw of the game. And so Butler nails both of them. Las Vegas trails by 5. Here's the floater. And that's 2 points on the layup. Irving's got his first points of the game.
Oh, that's a great find by Mutombo, a guy who always seems to make the right play.
Wembanyama getting it done inside.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Smith. Still without a basket.
That's just phenomenal defense. The defense feels like it's all over the place and knows exactly how to guard it.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
And a wide open look for Irving. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Pass to Durant. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Outside, George. 5 on the clock. Tumbo grabs the board.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Las Vegas shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And Kidd, really just a nightly triple-double threat. Big point guard who can score, pass, and also rebounds the ball.
Pass to Irving. Smith outside. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Smith's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Butler with the ball. Picked up by Olajuwon. Taken away by Kidd. And they're pushing it up. Smith for 3. Rebound by Butler. Duncan outside. Victor Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen, going at the rim there with a purpose.
Right side Kidd. To the inside. Pass to Mutombo. And stolen by Wembanyama. And it's blocked by Kidd. And here comes Smith leading the fast break. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Back to Duncan. And he uses the glass on the layup. Duncan's got 5 now.
And Duncan just superb when he gets in close to the basket. Has a number of moves to choose from, and that soft, delicate touch near the rim.
Durant. Mutombo with some nice D.
It's all about the defense right there. Without that level of activity, he probably scores it.
Personal foul. Third team foul.
Stolen by Duncan.
That's just sloppy. I mean, you can't lose control of the ball like that and let it get back across midcourt.
You know, I guess the only good thing about it is it didn't turn into a fast break the other way. Dead ball turnover.
And so Butler nails both of them.
I simply stated, Jimmy Butler is a winner and a game changer. This guy will compete on both ends of the floor, gives you everything he has.
Right there, the defender clearly trying to inhibit a fast break. I think that's a transition take foul. And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
Number 1, Victor Wembanyama.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
Wembanyama gets the bucket.
Sometimes you watch Wembanyama and think this guy is a cheat code, hitting threes at well over 7 feet tall.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Las Vegas shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. That one misses, so he goes 1 for 2. The three from Anthony. He can't get that one. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. The Bulls up by 12. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the fight.
35.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And it's Gilgeous-Alexander missing. Turner with it. He's picked up by Gilgeous-Alexander. Turner inside. And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Traps in the tray.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And it's Turner finishing it off.
Just finding the open man and making sure it's on time and on target. This is who Josh Giddey is.
A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. And a great assist by Gilgeous-Alexander as that one goes in. Pass to Wembanyama. And the foul on Miles Turner. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Wembanyama. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Oh, too easy for Wembanyama.
And few defenders to ever play in this league have the ability to slow Wembanyama inside. Some power coming from the PG.
Ah, that's right, GA. Seeing more and more of that these days. Backcourt guys who can elevate.
We know versatility is huge in this game. Just a tremendous job finishing that play. Wow.
Okay, 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right?
That's right. He was ultra safe with that dunk, no question. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Las Vegas. Down by 12. Outside Williams. Back to Wembanyama. Clock at 6. Pass to Kemp. Taken away by Anthony. Turner looking around. Never outside. Driving the lane. And good that time. Weber's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And looking so agile on that take. Weber's teammates love seeing him in attack mode against the defense.
Wembanyama with the bucket.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
Taken away by Williams. Wembanyama outside. That's good. And so... Giddy with the assist.
You can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
They get it back. Here's Wembanyama. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And the foul called on Victor Wembanyama. That is his first foul of the game. And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot's good by Turner.
The big man just plays within his strengths. Miles Turner doing work right now on the offensive end.
Victor Wembanyama, assisted by Josh Giddey.
And so the home crowd treated to a win. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference once they start.